Hello, my name is Ellie Downey, and today I'm going to be discussing canine dilated cardiomyopathy and its relation to grain-free diets. Dilated cardiomyopathy, or DCM, is a condition involving the dilation of ventricles in the heart, which causes ventricular wall thinning. This causes a decreased ability of the heart to pump blood through the body because pressure cannot be generated. As a result, canines can experience a variety of symptoms. First, lethargy, weakness, and collapse are keystone symptoms caused by a decrease of delivery of oxygenated blood to tissues. Next, coughing and an increased respiratory rate are also associated with DCM because of congestion of blood to the lungs. These symptoms can influence arrhythmias, and arrhythmias can lead to sudden death. Even if caught early enough, the disease is widely understood to be irreversible. Naturally, any disease that can cause sudden death is of concern for pet owners and veterinarians alike, so determining the etiology of this disease has been at the forefront of veterinary discussions in the last decade. According to Karen E. Smith, there are three main causes of DCM that are known currently. The disease has a prevalence of over 50% in some giant breeds, such as the Doberman Pinscher, due to two different genetic mutations and is considered to have, quote, unlikely improvement. Despite this, most dogs with DCM do not have a genetic mutation, supporting investigation into probable environmental factors. Nutritional deficiencies have been considered as a possible causative agent of DCM. These deficiencies include thiamine, magnesium, choline, and vitamin E in both humans and animals. More importantly, deficiencies in the amino acids taurine and L-carnitine have been associated with DCM. Interestingly enough, in many pets diagnosed with DCM, taurine has been within the recommended ranges and breeds outside of those known to suffer from DCM. Additionally, many of the diagnosed pets are small and medium breed dogs that are not genetically predisposed to DCM, thus dubbing the disease non-hereditary dilated cardiomyopathy. So, what exactly is causing these diagnoses? An obvious first place to look when nutrient deficiencies are in question is to the diet. This is where many studies, as well as the FDA, have uncovered a potential link between dilated cardiomyopathy and grain-free diets. So, the FDA has conducted an investigation into this link and has uncovered some unique findings. In dogs with non-hereditary DCM reported to the FDA, when diets change, meaning they have gone off of a grain-free diet, there is significant echocardiographic improvement and increased survival time. One investigation found that 107 out of 121 cases had a full or partial recovery, with all of them receiving a diet change. That is interesting considering DCM was previously known to be irreversible. Currently, it is hard to concretely say if a diet is a causative factor of DCM in canines, but many studies suggest an association, such as this one by Anne-Marie Backey. In her study, healthy adult Labrador retrievers were fed a non-conventional grain-free diet with high legume inclusions. Specifically, the diet was made up of kangaroo and then 20% peas, 40% lentils, and 7% flaxseed. These dogs would then be monitored for changes in 5 categories: routine hematology and clinical biochemistry, as well as whole blood, plasma, and urinary taurine. These results were then compared to electronic health records from Banfield, matched to breed, gender, and age to provide not only a healthy control, but a record of dogs with diagnosed DCM in their records. As far as hematology goes, Backey noted a significant reduction in red blood cell counts, hematocrit, and total blood hemoglobin. Mean cell hemoglobin concentration and mean platelet volume increased significantly. Biochemistry data showed increases in inorganic phosphorus, and then they also noted decreases in calcium, but no other values increased or decreased out of reference ranges. Finally, taurine concentrations in the dogs fed the test diet did not notably change outside of the reference intervals. The researchers indicated 3 main areas of concern, first being rapid reduction of red blood cells, the second being hyperphosphatemia, and finally, taurine concentration implications. The researchers then compared the findings to DCM reported cases from the electronic health records to determine relevancy. Those records also showed decreased red blood cell counts as well as an increase in inorganic phosphate. So now we're going to discuss each one of these in specific and how the researchers believe they may be related to DCM. The mirroring of results in red blood cell reduction counts suggests that perhaps the DCM cases from Banfield were caused by diet-related changes. This can't be said for certain, but the researchers think there may be an association. Although anemia, which is a reduction in red blood cell counts, isn't known to cause DCM, Bakke notes that perhaps increased strain on the heart by a lack of oxygen transport due to low red blood cell counts and therefore low hemoglobin to transport oxygen may contribute to the diagnosis. And here's a picture of how anemia presents in canines. Similarly, although hyperphosphatemia hasn't previously been noted to cause DCM, it has been associated with myocardial hypertrophy along with other heart and blood disorders. They don't know what the clinical relevance to DCM is yet, however, she believes that there may be some relationship. Fluctuations in taurine concentrations in the blood and plasma were not significantly reduced, which is consistent with the previously held notions that diet-related DCM is not related to taurine deficiencies. In conclusion, because of these consistencies with test-fed non-predisposed dogs with diagnosed DCM cases, and the tendency for recovery after diet change, there is a noted correlation between dogs being fed grain-free diets and incidence of dilated cardiomyopathy. Despite this, we do know that correlation does not always equal causation. But this does not mean that as pet owners, we shouldn't exercise caution when choosing pet food. Grain-free diets are known to have benefits such as for coat and nail health. However, further study into exactly what the implications of these changes in biochemistry and hematology mean for DCM are necessary to make concrete statements about the relationship between the diet and the diagnosis. It is important to work with your veterinarian to figure out what is best for feeding your dog if they are genetically predisposed to DCM or if they have other health issues that may require them to be on grain-free diets, and weighing the pros and cons. These are my references, and I hope you learned more and can make an informed decision about what to feed your pet.